Hello, my name is Meredith Jacobson. I'm 23 years old and I am training to be a forester in the redwoods of Santa Cruz, California. I would like to talk about my senior thesis that I completed at UC Berkeley, which dealt with issues of community engagement in urban forest management. Now that I'm a professional in the field, I work to apply the lessons and values that I learned through my research in my day-to-day work in forest management. These lessons include trust building with the public, narrative analysis to better understand the community, nonlinear communication, and unbiased and professional mediation in heated natural resource conflicts. My study was on a conflict in the East Bay Hills of the San Francisco Bay Area, in which various entities were applying for grant money to remove non-native eucalyptus trees in parks and other properties. The goal of the proposed projects was to reduce fire hazard in the wildland-urban interface. When the environmental impact statement for the projects went up for public review, a heated conflict arose with different values coming into play. Citizens mobilized both in support and against the projects. The people who supported the project spoke of the fire risk associated with eucalyptus trees. They spoke of their invasive potential. They cited past fires as calls to action. The people against the project spoke of the urban forest ecosystem that eucalyptus trees have created as homes to owls and other species. They spoke of the carbon that the trees sequester, and they spoke of the fire risk of native ecosystems as not being much better than eucalyptus. They spoke of the herbicides that would be needed and the possibility of invasive shrubs sprouting up in the absence of the trees. Through studying the narratives mobilized by citizens in interviews, blogs, and video footage of public comment meetings, I was able to better understand that this was not an issue of ignorance, but of competing values. Looking at prevailing narratives is so important to working with and understanding the public and often not giving enough priority. I found that the people I interviewed were so grateful for someone to just listen to them in an unbiased manner, and this often does not happen. I found that the structure of public hearings was not as effective as it could be, with people's comments being heard in silence and addressed behind closed doors, and it led to greater polarization of community members with different views on the projects, often leading to anger and frustration. I concluded that the paradigm of community engagement in natural resource management needs to change. The top-down approach in which managers and professionals assume that the public simply needs to be educated, or worse, ignored, is problematic. My boss likes to put it this way: you don't educate people, you provide them with information and let them come to their own conclusions. As a young person interested in sustainable land management, I believe in creating forums that allow people to exchange information and express their values freely, to talk with people that they disagree with, to better understand each other, to break up the power dynamic. I believe in the use of professional mediation for conflicts that are breaking communities apart. And I believe that the process of community engagement must be ongoing, genuine, and thorough, because nothing will work effectively when trust is absent. In California, where much of the state is a wildland-urban interface, with houses and communities pushing right up against dense forests, plus the risks associated with drought and climate change, public engagement is only becoming more and more essential. I believe that my generation can help implement a new paradigm in the way we engage our communities with their landscapes that is creative, holistic, interactive, and ultimately effective for people and the forest. Thank you.